it's Sweety Pie and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going through it. I did this cloud look. I know. And I wanted to share it with you guys because I wanted to show you guys this is actually not that easy. I think I've done some pretty complicated looks, maybe not. This was not that easy. But I do want to try it again because I think that it can be perfected. Like, honestly, I think that if you did this a couple times, you might get really good at it. So anyway, if you guys would like to see how I got this look here, which is just like the blinging highlight, glowy cheeks, nude lip with a little bit of sparkle, and this beautiful cloud look, then stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz, and let's get it. Alright guys, let's dive into this makeup tutorial. I don't want to call it a tutorial. I don't know exactly what it will be called. Maybe my attempt at the cloud eye. But I also wanted to make this a little bit of a favorites video as well. That's driving me crazy. That right there. Anyways, I hope that's not too distracting to you since I just pointed it out. But I wanted to do a little bit of a favorites video as well, like show you guys some of my, go-tos right now. I do a Shop My Stash every single week, and I also do a look of the day on Instagram, and then I do the Shop My Stash on IGTV. So yeah, if you want to check me out there, that would be awesome. Follow me on Instagram. It's always in the description. So today I'm going to use some of my favorites. I'm going to do my base first. I don't know if that's going to be an amazing idea, but my idea for this cloud makeup is I want it to be a kind of neutral eye, and then I want to use the Emily Edit today. I've been using this all week, and this is all I've used pretty much all week. And I want to use, sorry about the big mirror, I want to use this color Top Story on my lid. Then I want to kind of sketch in with, I was thinking about this too, is I'm going to take a couple different sizes of, here we go. So what I've got here is I've got this concealer brush by, I think this is by Style Co, and then I have the ColourPop, it's not a concealer brush, it's like a packing brush, and I'm going to take some white pigment and I'm going to place the clouds. And I'm going to place the clouds. I will show you a picture right here. This is what that's inspired by. I don't know exactly how much you guys are going to be able to see. I have a mirror right here, so I'm hoping that I can maneuver, but the base is going to be some of my favorite products. So anyways, I am going to go in first with the brand new little container of the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. I love this primer, and I also love the Hourglass Stick Foundation, which I have been talking about a lot lately because there's been a lot of different, what am I trying to say here? There's been a lot of different launches of a lot of different stick foundations. It seems like stick foundations and concealers right now seem to be what's going down in the beauty world. Anyways, so of course with that primer, we are also going to go in with the stick foundation. This is one of my favorite stick foundations. A lot of people, I know stick foundations are so expensive, and I just purchased the Makeup Revolution stick foundation. It's their, what is this one called exactly? Ooh, the shaping stick? Shoot. I think it's the shaping stick, and mine's an F4. I find that to be very hydrating. It's a very dewy finish, but with the Hourglass, I find that it's dewy, but it's not quite as dewy. How many times can I say dewy? And I wear it in Shell. right, so wow, that does give some coverage, but what I am gonna do, and what I find I do mostly when I wear this foundation, is I will take a little bit of it and just go over some of my imperfections, if you will. Just like that. And then instead of going in with my brush again, I will actually go in with the Beauty Blender and I will just pat. Everywhere I'm kind of, you know, being insecure about that day. And I find that that just gives like the skin a really, really good coverage. Now, if I'm just going to work, probably wouldn't put as much on, but if I'm filming videos all day, going out to dinner with Matt, you know, like anything like that, I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna put the coverage on a little bit more, because as much as you're gonna see that texture, I want it to be covered as much as possible. Anyway, so a concealer that I want to go in with isn't quite a favorite yet, but it sure is beautiful in pigmentation. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour. This is in C3, and I have been really enjoying this. If you're looking for a concealer that well, it really does remind me of what Shape Tape might be. I am Canadian, so I actually have never tried the Shape Tape concealer, but from what people say, like, it's a bit of a drier formula and whatnot. This is a drier formula. That is probably the driest formula of concealer I have in my collection right now. I do enjoy it. It's not that. It's just if you like a really dewy under eye, this may not be the best thing for you. Alright, now we're just going to set the face. First, I'm going to go in, and I haven't really tried this that much, so it's not really a favorite, but I do want to give it some more tries. This is the new Hourglass Veil. It's their translucent setting powder, and everybody's been saying so many good things about this. So I've been trying it out, and it has a little bit of an a yellow tint to it. And I'm interested in seeing like what it's like over, you know, some of my foundations and concealers. It does make the face look really pretty. So I'm going to just take a somewhat big fluffy brush. It's not like a huge fluffy brush, and just dunk in there and set the rest of my face. Today we're going for like somewhat full coverage, so I'm gonna set my whole face, and then I'm gonna go in with bronzer and maybe a little bit of highlighting powder on the under eyes, and then we'll go in with some Fix Plus, because I've really been like wanting to try out my Fix Plus. I actually purchased, because Sephora is now selling MAC, and I got like a few MAC products, and what the heck, where is it? Oh, and I bought this. Look at how cute it is. Now, I do find that some people say that you do have to kind of stay away from it, but we're gonna try our best. Alright, so now I'm gonna go into a favorite. Avenue Princess. I have been using this for like a month straight. I have never wanted to use a contour and highlight palette so much. Okay, the shades that I really like go for on a daily basis are this like kind of yellowy shade right here. It's called Enhance. Then, and I can use either one. I can get away with using either one, but I prefer the yellow. Then Princess Cut is my kind of preferred contouring shade, but a lot of the time I will go into Princess and Angle and just kind of dip around and go in for the highlight and contour. So yes, I'm just going to take a little bit of this Enhance and I'm just going to pat that under the eye, and I find that this is super, super full coverage. So if you're looking for a, see, look at that. It's gone. All that redness is totally gone. So if you're looking for a really full coverage powder, look no further. All right, and then after that, I'm just going to go in with, let's take this brush right here. It's like kind of a domed blush brush, and I'm gonna go straight into Angle and Angle and Princess. And I just kind of like literally do one of these. I will dust it on the mirror and I will just kind of start bronzing my face. Brush, even that one that you would use for your eyes, and I will just graze the sides of my nose with Princess Cut. And I'm just going to do one side, and then I'll show you like one side versus the other. And just take your brush and kind of just dust over it. I'm not like a huge like nose contour, putting the powder up to it and everything type of person, but I do like a little shape, and I think the more I do it, the funner it can be, because you really start to learn how to like shape your nose into something that it's not. It's very cool. Alright, so I'm just gonna go over, while I'm filming especially, I find that the camera can really drown out your color, so that's why I bronze a lot. Because it doesn't even look, it just doesn't look as bronzed as it does in person. And let's just go over the lip a little bit. Right underneath there. Brush, and I will put some pigment on it, tap it on the mirror, and then go on my lip more than on the bottom of the skin, and you should get kind of that line. Alright, so that's pretty much, so we've got this side, then we've got this side. Like, see the difference? It's amazing. Anyway, so I'm just going to do the other side, and then we will get on with blush and all that good jazz. Alright, well that is the contouring. I feel like it looks really good on camera as well. I probably would never use quite this much if not for being on camera. I'd go a little less. Well, that worked out really well for me. My phone is actually dying. Anyway, let's go on to blush, and I really really have loved this blush from MAC. It is the Extra Dimension in Cheeky Bits. Iconic blush, but I don't know if I want to wear it today. I have a few other blushes in here, but none that I'm really favoring right now. So let's just go into this one. Now, this is like the big gelée type of brush. So you're gonna need like, I'm gonna use the same brush we used for contouring. It's gonna be a little bit dense. It can't be like a flimsy brush like this one too, especially. See how flimsy this is? It can't be like that. It's gotta be a little more dense to pick up that color in there. Alright, and oh my gosh, look how pretty that is. It just gives so much color to the cheeks. I'm actually gonna just go a little heavier with the blush. And yeah, I have really been enjoying that blush, but make sure you use a stiffer brush for it. Look at that, I did it. Anyway, should we do highlight right now? You know what? I think I'm gonna leave highlight till the end. So next what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take our little MAC Fix Plus and we're gonna go really far back. It does have a very pretty smell. And I don't see too much craziness. If you ever have that problem with a setting spray or a mist, just take your beauty blender and lightly, and that's why I like to highlight last, so that you're not, but yeah, just kind of dab it, ooh, kick it out of your hand, and I'm just going over my eyes so they're not like all gross and creasy with product. But yeah, and then you have a little bit, now on my chest, if it's sticky, I can't handle it. Now this doesn't seem to be too sticky, but I'm just kind of wiping off my jewelry now, because of course, while you're doing your face makeup, your jewelry can tend to get a little bit dirty, and then it doesn't look as shiny, and that's the whole point of jewelry in the first place. Just do one of these. Okay guys, I'm really excited about this. Oh, of course, one fell off. Why not? Hey guys, after that debacle, I am going to get all of my stuff ready to do this eye look, and yeah, get all of this other stuff off my table, and we can do this. I'm so excited, and I'm also very nervous. All right, let's go. All right guys, so I'm ready. I'm excited, I'm nervous, and I'm just going to prime my lids. Actually, oh no, don't forget, I'm gonna take some of this Sephora collection. This is their Sephora collection tape. It's like makeup tape for your eyes. I love it because it's got like these two, like, you know, if you were to have a sticker, this is the sticky part on the back. Here, let's just show you that. See, that's the sticky part, and then when you flip it over, it has two little things, so you don't have to have the whole piece of tape touching your eye, because honestly that can be really bad for your eyes, and it's super uncomfortable, but I never get like a majorly uncomfortable feeling from this tape. Mind you, it was like $8, so you know, it's kind of an expensive tape, but I have not been able to find any that like feels this comfortable, because it really is just a super uncomfortable thing to have to do. For some people, maybe it's not for everybody, but I always hate it. So yes, I'm taking that Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer, and I'm just kind of, you know, blending it into my eye. I love this concealer, and this is the concealer we're going to use to cut the crease today. And really I'm gonna focus on trying to make the clouds look really pretty, and I'm going to use lots of the berry and like orangey tones in the Emily Edit. I almost forgot what we were using. I'm going to use a bunch of the berry tones in the Emily Edit so that we can really, and like this OMG palette, there's a color right here. Oh my gosh, it's like a brown, but it's so red, and we're gonna make it really kind of sunsetty and bronze. And then we're gonna take Top Story out of the Emily Edit. Oh no, wrong one. We're gonna take that one and we're gonna pack that all over the cut crease, like the lid area, and then we'll do the clouds kind of in the background. It's gonna be lit. I'm hoping it comes out as good as I'm thinking. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take, this is the Crown, I think it's their like extreme blender brush, and I'm going to dip into cream in the Emily Edit palette, which is her, exactly what it sounds like, cream. And I found that this is a perfect shade for just kind of setting the top of your lid and your crease. I like to just set, and I've started to realize this most of the time, I like to just set the very top up here. I don't even really go into the crease as much. I lightly do. But I focus a lot of it on the upper eye area, because honestly, I never think that I have a lot of lid space, but I actually have quite a bit of like upper eye space. My hooded eyes. But yeah, anyways, so we've just set that. We're gonna set that whole eye, and I even went into like the inner corner a little bit, just to make sure everything was nice and set and it's not super tacky. The lid doesn't matter. We're gonna do the exact same thing we just did to it. But anyway, so what is the first shade I want to go in with today? You know what, there's some lighter. Let's just start out small. So I'm going for like kind of an orangey, you know, smoldery kind of an eye with that gold, and then we're kind of going sunset vibes. So I'm going to go into the OMG palette from Crown, and I am going to use this third from the top here, and I'm just going to lightly dab in there and work that pretty high on the crease. Like I'm going really high with this color, and I'm just kind of blasting it out on the eye. Alright, after that is super blown out on the eye, and I will give you just a light close-up here. You see how it's just like very blown out on the eye? I guess I could zoom in. There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit better for you guys. But anyway, I've got that color really blown out. So now I'm going to go in with like a slightly deeper shade. And I'm going to take the Emily Edit. I love this color. It's called Laugh Cry. This is so pretty. The shade is like an orangey peach. It's a little bit less bright than it looks kind of like in the pictures on Makeup Revolution, but when you get it on the eye, it is really quite bright. And I'm actually going to go in with a little bit smaller of a blending brush than the Crown one. This is just kind of a generic one. And again, I'm just going to go right in the crease, and I'm going to work just below that shade, but still very blown out. And I'm almost letting this color be like the star of the show in the crease. And then we'll get like a little bit deeper. So I'm actually going to go in and let's see, do I have a smaller blender? It is in here somewhere. Here we are. I have a really tiny blending brush, and I'm gonna go into Love Tons. And I'm going to, again, kind of go right under the Laugh Cry shade. Lightest shade, just to kind of make sure. And see how I'm just like building on it. Now I am going to go back in a minute and just kind of go over the edges here, because that tends to be my downfall doing these types of looks. But I think like just building is the key to a really seamless kind of blend on your eye. And again, I'm just going into Love Tons, and I'm going into Laugh Cry, and I'm just kind of dotting and blending. And once I think this is sufficient, which this is really getting there, I'm just going to really dust that off and go into that very first color, that brown, and lightly dust. Just like that. I hope you can see that. And then last but not least, I'm gonna take a flatter brush, and by no means do you have to use this many brushes. It's just, this is how I try to get a really like blown out look. Honestly, most days I use like 2 brushes, 3 brushes max, unless it's like a special day and I'm like sitting down. I usually wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I will allot like an hour to do my makeup, because I love makeup. I love doing reviews for you guys. If I'm gonna do reviews and do like a look of the day every day, I kind of have to use the products. But anyway, some days I'm just like, okay, no, we're gonna use 2 brushes. A lot of the time I end up doing like a darker outer V and a shimmer on the lid, and we're good to go. Like lately I've been trying to purchase more eyeliners and stuff like that, because I want to do like more intricate looks for you guys. So yeah, like this video if you like the sounds of that. Anyway, this is how I've got this eye blended so far. By no means is it absolutely perfect, but perfection is not for humanity. So I'm just going to go over, blend the rest of this eye, speed it up for you guys so you do not have to watch the agony of me trying to, make everything look beautiful. Alright guys, so at the very end of that eye, I just took cream, that white in the Emily Edit, and I just kind of touched my inner corner a little bit, made sure everything was, a little cleaned up. And now for the somewhat difficult part. Not the most difficult part of this, but the somewhat difficult part. So the way I'm going to cut my crease today, I don't know how much of it is going to be on camera. Okay, I'm backing my chair up. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a mirror. Sorry about that. I'm going to take a mirror and I'm going to tilt my head back, and I'm going to cut my crease this way. I wish I could get Matt in here to film for me, but I'm trying a new method, and I figured why not try it on camera so I can look silly and you guys might be able to get a laugh. Anyways, so I'm going to take that ColourPop. It is their, I think it it's their Packer brush. I'll try to link it below because I use this a lot. And I'm just going to take some of that Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer. It is really good. I do enjoy it quite a bit. Now the only thing about this is that it does not set. You have to set it with eyeshadow. So I'm going to do one eye at a time, and I'm going to try not to look down too much so that it gets ruined. But what I'm thinking is, if you look on, I'm going to start the cut crease right above that first little line there, and we'll see how we do. Let's do this. Okay, I've almost got it. I've just got to cut it a little bit more so it doesn't look quite so pointy. Alright guys, so I have finished putting the eyeliner on. I am all like ready to go. Of course, this eye came out absolutely 20,000 times better than this eye, but that's okay. That's life. I'm a lefty. It is life for a lefty. Anyways, let's get into this. So I've kind of gotten a couple brushes. This one came in the Urban Decay Jean-Michel Basquiat collection, and it is it has the tiniest little tip on it. So I think I'm going to use that and the white that I'm actually going to use. And it's up here. The white is actually from the Eye Magic. This is kind of a brand you can get it on eBay. It is their Eye Magic. It's like grease paint. It's their color case. And it says, I don't know, it does have mineral oil, beeswax. Like, I've had it for so long. Probably time to get a new one. But it is identical to the Makeup Forever one. I think it's like a super dupe. Anyways, Eye Magic is a brand I bought some things off of, and I don't think you have too much to worry about with it. And these are so pigmented. You have to set them though. That is one thing. Anyways, so I literally have just taken a little bit of that white, put it on my hand, and put it on the brush, and we're gonna try to do some clouds. Should I look at a picture first? I'm nervous. Okay. I'm going through the tutorial that I saw. This girl, I will link her down below. She is the one I saw, that kind of taught me how to do it. I'm just kind of watching her a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna dive in. We're gonna do 3 little clusters, where there's 1, 2, 3 clouds, and I'm not gonna talk through this, okay? Okay guys, well, that's a first try. I don't know, I'm not like overly in love with it, honestly. But it's okay. Anyway, let's go on to the next eye and see how I do there. Alright guys, so my camera interrupted me first time doing this. So let's think about what we want on these clouds. I definitely want to use this. This is the e.l.f. like it's one of their liquid liners. It's in Seafoam. Oh, it's beautiful. It's kind of like a green, which probably won't tie in that well, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm trying to think of a shade that I'd really love to set kind of, you know what, let's go into Belle Violet. I have no idea what this is going to look like, but I'm just going to touch them lightly with the shade Belle Violet in the palette. All the way up to the top of the cloud. I'm just doing like the bottom, I guess you could call it. And I'm trying to give it a little more dimension where I, you know, went a little too far. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually take that, it's like a shimmery white in the OMG palette, and I'm gonna take it on a very small brush, and that is what I'm gonna touch the tops of the clouds with. You know what, I'm just going to wet this a tiny bit because I think it'll look even better. And then last but not least, I'm going to go in with the glitter and try to hit just like trying to give it a little dimension. The only thing I find about these e.l.f. liners is that sometimes when it's the glittery ones, it's hard to get enough on your brush. Alright guys, I think this is it. I think for a first try, it's okay, alright? I'm not like uber loving it, but I think it's okay. And of course, I much prefer this size. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go throw on some lashes and a little bit of mascara, and then we'll do like lower lash line, and I'll give you like a really up close and personal view of my masterpiece. All right, guys, well, this is the final eye look right here. I'm not 100% happy with it, but it was my first time. I am wearing, oh, I will put the lashes down below if I can remember. They're the same lashes I was wearing in my last Get Ready With Me. I was trying out new products. For the lips, I want to do this little Jouer kit because I still haven't tried it out, and it is just a nude lip, and I left the highlight for last. Now, this is the, goodness gracious, the Artist Couture Cocoa Bling highlighter. Now, I have had a hard time with this highlighter. It's so blingy, and because it's a loose highlighter, it can get messy. So literally what I do is I usually will take the cap off when I'm using it or when I'm picking it out of my stash, wipe it, and then start using it. And you're literally gonna take what is in this cap. There's like not that much. And then what I'm gonna do is don't like, you know, get it in the air too much because it will be everywhere and you will see sparkles. But you're gonna hit it lightly with some Fix Plus or water or whatever. And see, look at that, like just the tiniest tap. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to switch to a different brush, like this, a flat one, and bounce that into the skin. I could probably do this with my fingers as well. Let's just try. Get a little on my finger. Oh yeah, you could definitely do it with your finger as well. I just find going in with the first brush, especially when it's kind of loaded with product, and then going in with the next brush, helps me out just when trying to control it. Guys, well, I'm going to do just a quick mist again. And then we will, tasting a little of that. This is the Jouer Longwear Lip Cream Lip Pencil in Nude. I kind of really liked it. And then I have the Jouer, this is their lip cream, I think, in Au Naturel. It's like their Longwear lip cream. I don't know if this is a liquid lipstick or not. And it's kind of more orangey on me. I think it ties really well with the eyes. And it feels like it's drying down. So there it is with just the lip cream. And it's drying down, but I don't feel it being too, oh yeah. It's not super uncomfortable though. Alright. And then I got, this was the pièce de résistance. This is their lip glosses, and this one is in Stardust. Oh yeah, that's a definite dry down matte shade. And then let's just put this right in the center. blot my lips a little bit against the, like the top of my lips to kind of blend it in, but not actually applying any to the top of my lips. Anyways, oh, sometimes I feel like when these are full, they're so hard to close. But yeah, guys, I am going to do a little montage for the beginning of this video, which you've already seen. And yeah, that's about it. I was like, this is so fun. Like, come on. I hope this wasn't too long of a video. I hope you weren't too bored. If you guys have any requests or anything, I would love to hear them. Make sure you comment down below. And yeah, have a really wonderful day, night, evening, whatever. Mwah. Bye.